Most important rule in my entire class is do not break my dress code. That means no hats on me, no glasses on me, absolutely nothing is allowed on my face. Why are Laney and Steven going back to back on seeing who can get the most days detention? This is absolutely insane. Guys, why would you compete to be the worst student? 35 straight days for Laney, 43 straight days for Steven. Guys, Steven is about to catch up to Laney if they keep this up, and they are right now. 5 more days for Steven. Sweet. That is your first 2 straight days detention. You've been here before. Guys, we have 3 students who are all competing to be the number 1 worst. Again, there's over 95 people in here right now. Only one of you can be the worst student out of every single person in this entire classroom. Whoever breaks the most rules by the very end of class is going to be the number 1 worst, and you'll be inducted into my Hall of Fame. 24 more days for Laney. Guys, this is why right now Laney is the worst student out of 105 people. Julian, you just got your first day of detention. Every single person who just now joined, every day of detention like Julian, Laney, Steven are all getting is a day locked up in my closet with no light, no technology, and all you can eat is paper. You guys do not want detention in my classroom. Julian, you've already doubled your days. You were at 2 straight days detention. Again, these rules are literally so simple. No talking, no smoking, no liking, no gifts, no going to the bathroom, and no sharing. And again, the most important rule, guys, is do not break my dress code. That means no putting hats on me, no putting glasses on me. Do not put a single thing on my face unless you want to be suspended for an entire month straight. Steven just did it. 5 straight days for Julian, and Steven is officially the number 1 worst student. I warned you to not break my dress code. 58 straight days for Laney. 1 day for Ghost. Guys, Steven has already broken the most important rule. Do not put hats or glasses or anything on my face. Steven, you just got your first month in school suspension. That is 1 month straight that you're going to be in my classroom having to write paper after paper after paper. Guys, I warned you to not break my dress code. Steven is now the number 1 worst student. They've officially passed Laney for being the worst, and another day of detention literally right there. I've told you guys so many times, you're not allowed to break my dress code. It is the worst rule that you can break. Literally the worst rule. You want chips? Too bad. No food allowed in my classroom. No door dashing. No bringing food. No nothing. The only thing that you're allowed to eat is paper. You're a demon. That's literally not true. Julian with another day. Guys, right now Julian is the 3rd worst student out of 100 people in here. Stop spamming the word galaxy, guys. If you've ever been in my classroom, you know what happens if anybody sends a galaxy. A galaxy is automatic summer school, and you will automatically become the number 1 worst student out of every single person in this classroom. I have 0 tolerance for anybody that sends a galaxy. You will become the worst. Julian with 10 more days detention. At this rate, guys, Julian might catch up to Laney for being the 2nd worst student. CJ, you're back in here. CJ, why would you break my rules literally right when you join? Guys, CJ is already the 4th worst student. If you keep this up, you could become the 3rd worst student. It's 14 straight days for CJ. CJ, why would you want to spend 14 straight days locked up in my closet? And Julian is still going. Julian is still breaking the rules over and over and over again, guys. They're about to become the 2nd worst student. 41 more days locked up in my closet with no light, no technology, and all you can eat is paper. Now CJ again. CJ with another day of detention. You're ordering McDonald's. I just said no door dashing food is allowed. Guys, 92 people are in my classroom right now. Again, only one of you can be the number 1 worst student. Whoever most rules by the very end of class is officially going to be the number 1 worst student, and you're going to be in my Hall of Fame. You need to use the bathroom really bad. I do not care. I literally do not care. It says right there, rule number 5, no going to the bathroom allowed. Guys, CJ is racking up days. CJ is about to become the 3rd worst student literally right here. 16 more straight days locked up in my closet for CJ. Why would you want to spend 16 more straight days locked up in my closet? Do not tell me to be quiet. I'm the only person allowed to talk. Says right there, rule number 1, no talking. That applies to every single one of you guys talking down here. Laney is still going insane. Laney is still going insane. How many more straight days you want to spend locked up in my closet? You're at over 50 days. Guys, Laney is about to become number 1 again. Laney is about to pass Steven for being the number 1 worst student. 61 straight more days locked up in my closet for detention. Guys, Laney just became the number 1 worst student in this entire classroom. Why would you spend that much time? Again, guys, these rules are literally so simple. So simple. No talking, no smoking, no liking, no gifts, no going to the bathroom, and no sharing. And again, do not break my dress code. That means no putting hats on me, no putting glasses on me. Do not put a single thing on my face unless you want to be suspended for an entire month straight. Julian with another day of detention. You'll whoop me? Why would you say that? Why are you coming into my classroom so violent? Guys, over 105 people are in here right now. Again, only one of you can be the number one worst student. Who is going to break the most rules out of every single person in this entire classroom? Mark, stop burping in here. Can you vape? No, that counts as rule number 2. Again, rule number 2 is no smoking, no vaping, no blinkers, no ghosting. Steven, stop spamming the word galaxy. Guys, nobody is going to send a galaxy in this classroom, because if anybody does, it is automatic summer school. And you will automatically become the number one worst student out of 115 people. Laney, how many more days do you want? Another day of detention for Laney. Guys, this is why Laney is still the number one worst student out of every single person. Every single person, guys. Laney is beating every single person in this entire classroom another day. You literally just doubled your time right there. I was on an island. That's not true. What place are you in, Julian? Right now, you are number 2. Now, who else just... The Real Mac. The Real Mac literally just went, and they're already at 4 days detention. Guys, why are you joining and automatically trying to be one of the worst students? Laney with 2 more days detention. What does that mean, Echo? I have no idea. Can you bring SpongeBob into my classroom? What kind of question is that? You're playing goon tag? What even it? I don't want to know what that is. Can you fly your toaster? What does that mean? Hypnotic. You have got to be kidding me. Hypnotic, I'm going to crash out. You guys actually want to make me crash out Hypnotic. You literally just went in this classroom and you already sent a galaxy. What is wrong with you? Why would you send a galaxy the moment you join this class? You already have summer school. You already have summer school. Hypnotic literally didn't even say a word and already sent a galaxy. You didn't break a single rule before you broke like the biggest thing possible. Hypnotic, you're already the worst student. You are already the number one worst student. Guys, do not encourage this behavior. Laney was the worst student for a while, and now it's not happening. The Real Mac with 5 more days detention, Hypnotic. Why would you come into my classroom and automatically send a galaxy? Guys, I do not want to see that behavior from any student. Any student. Can you move so you can see the rules? The rules are literally right behind me, guys. You know what? The new rule, the most important rule now, do not be like Hypnotic. Do not be like Hypnotic. I am so tired. I am so tired of you guys trying to make me crash out every single day. Every single day you guys want to come in here and try to make me crash out. Send another galaxy. Eric, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why would you... Guys, you are being some of the worst students ever. Guys, we are already the top 20% of our entire league. If you guys keep this up, we could get in the top... in the top... You literally can't. The door's locked. Nobody is allowed to leave my classroom. Eric, why are you spamming that word over and over and over again? Actually, and saying closet, do not in the top 10. You literally can't. The door's locked. Nobody is allowed to leave my classroom. Eric, why are you spamming that word over and over and over again? Actually, and saying closet, do not smoke. What's wrong with you? Why? Oh my God, I'm actually going to crash out. I might actually crash out. Why would you bring a whole whale, Hypnotic? You can't fit a whale in my classroom, guys. You are witnessing the worst behavior of the entire day. Now Bryce wants to break my dress code. Bryce, that's 1 month in school suspension, Hypnotic. You were already held back an entire year straight. You sent a galaxy, and now you want to send a whale. Hypnotic is getting us closer and closer and closer to the top 10% of our entire league, guys. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable behavior. I do not want to see any more galaxies. I don't want to see any more animals. I don't want to see any meteor showers. No lions, no nothing, guys. Stop trying to make me crash out the most that you can. It's actually insane. You literally just joined. Juan, do not talk in my classroom. You brought a nuke. What is wrong with you? You know what? At least it's not a whale. At least it's not a whale. This is the worst behavior I've ever seen. This is the worst behavior I've ever seen, guys. We were having a decent class, and now I'm already I'm trying not to crash out. I'm trying not to crash out. We are having such a good class. You love to see me crash out. Why would you say that? You have to tell me something. You're not allowed to talk. Jules, do not talk in my classroom. Oh my gosh. Camilo, do not talk in my classroom. You got to go to the gym. You're not allowed to. Bryce, 2 months already. Bryce is 3 months. You've got to be kidding me. How many times do you just break the dress code? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 4 times. You just broke my dress code 4 times in a row, guys. Bryce is already the second worst. Bryce is already the second worst student in this entire classroom. There is no way you just broke the dress code 4 times in a row. Bryce, you know what? Not only am I going to call your parents, I'm going to call every single member of your entire family. Your parents, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your nieces, your nephews. Every member of your entire family is about to know how bad of a student you've been. You want to come in here and put a hat on me 4 separate times. Stop putting hats on me. Stop putting glasses on me. Nothing is allowed on my face. Guys, I'm getting closer and closer and closer to crashing out. I am getting so close to losing my mind. Guys, Hypnotic, set an awful example of what you're supposed to do in my classroom. Send Galaxy Bogan. There's no... Why would you say that? Why do you guys keep saying that word? You guys are just, oh my gosh, Hypnotic. Why would you do that to me? Why? I just said do not break my dress code. You just saw Bryce break my dress code 4 times in a row, and now you want to do it, Hypnotic. First you send a Galaxy, then you send a whale, and now you want to break my dress code. What's next? Literally, what is next? You have broken 3 rules in a row. 3 rules in a row. I've already held you back 1 year straight. Guys, Hypnotic is the #1 worst student in this entire classroom. If Hypnotic does anything in this classroom, ignore what they do. Nobody is allowed to follow Hypnotic's lead. They are by far the worst student in this entire classroom. I'm losing it already. Guys, we are getting closer and closer and closer to the top 10% of our entire league. Literally the entire league. We are getting closer and closer and closer. Noah, do not talk in my classroom. This is actually insane. Steve is spamming the word Galaxy over and over and over again. Guys, how close are we? We are 2.4. Oh my God, Hypnotic, what is wrong with you? We are 1.4K away from being in the top 10% of our entire league. Hypnotic, what are you doing? Why? This is unacceptable. This is absolutely unacceptable, Hypnotic. You were in so much trouble. You know what? You're held back 2 years straight. If you send another Galaxy, not only are you held back 2 years, you will be held back 5 years straight. Guys, Hypnotic is competing with what they did yesterday in my classroom. If you guys were not here yesterday, you missed out on one of the craziest classes we've ever had. We ended class what? We were number like 65, I think, of our entire league. Hypnotic is getting us closer and closer and closer to being on the leaderboard again. Guys, if they keep this up, we could be on the leaderboard 2 days in a row. We have never done that, ever. So why does everybody keep saying Galaxy? Guys, why are you encouraging this behavior? Hypnotic. Oh my God. Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. You just brought another whale. You just brought another whale to my classroom. Are we top 10? Are we top 10 of our entire league right now? We're still top 20% somehow. Hypnotic, you know what? 5 years. I warned you what would happen if you do it one more time. You were officially held back 5 years straight. You guys are witnessing. You guys are so lucky. You guys are getting to witness one of the worst students to ever be in my classroom. This is absolutely insane, guys. How close are we to the top 10? We are 320. It's your pet, Bobby. Hypnotic. There are no class pets. How many times do I have to say that? How many times do I have to say there are no class pets allowed? No dinos, no whales, no jellyfish, no lions, no nothing. We had a student 2 months ago bring a whole Pegasus into my classroom, guys. That's the craziest animal ever brought in. I don't care what size it is. I don't care what animal it is. There are no class pets allowed, especially Bobby. Bobby cannot be in here. Bobby cannot be in here, guys. We are less than 400 points away from being in the top 10%. Bryce, why would you say that's not happening? That's not happening, guys. Why is the only word I'm seeing is Galaxy? Why is that the only word I'm seeing right now? Guys, Hypnotic already got held back 5 years straight. They already got held back 5 years straight. Look at the chat right now. Bryce. Bryce, you just broke my dress code again. 2 more times from Bryce. Are you kidding me right now? What is going on, Hypnotic? Why would you... We're top 10%. Hypnotic just got us in the top 10% of our entire league. Bryce just broke the dress code how many times? Bryce, you know what? Bryce is getting closer and closer and closer to getting summer school. They have broken my dress code like 8 times in a row. Hypnotic, you just got us in the top 10%. We are officially... How close are we to the top... Guys, this is absolutely insane. This is absolutely insane, guys. We are top 10% of our entire league right now. Hypnotic, you are already held back 5 years straight. You know what? I am purposely going to fail you. I'm going to show up to your house with a report card with just straight Fs. Literally straight Fs, and your parents are going to have to see that. And you're going to be in so much trouble. You think that you can just do whatever you want in my classroom, guys. We are top 10% of our entire league right now. If you guys keep this up, we could get on the leaderboard again. We could literally get on. F is for fantastic. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. That's not true. That is literally not true. They love how many straight days detention do you want? You might be the third. Oh my gosh. Bryce wants to bring SpongeBob in here now. Bryce. You know what? You have summer school. I warned you, if you keep breaking my rules, you're going to get summer school. You are going to join Hypnotic in summer school now. You will spend every single day of your summer in my classroom because you think it's so funny to bring SpongeBob in here. Guys, we are getting closer and closer and closer to the top 100 people. Lexi, that's your first day at attention. You literally just joined and you already have a day. Lexi, you've been here before. You know to not break my rules. Why are people still spamming that word? Why are people still spamming that word? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? My God, oh my. Hypnotic, I'm trying so hard not to yell. I am trying so hard not to be yelling at you. Did I not just say 1 minute ago, Bobby is not allowed in my classroom? Why would you bring Bobby in here? Not once, not twice, but 3 times? Literally 3 times you think that you can... Stop bringing Bobby. I told you to stop bringing Bobby. Bobby is not allowed in here. Guys, everybody right now, every single one of you right now, tell Hypnotic that Bobby is not allowed. I expect to see every single person say that right now. Guys, Bobby is not allowed. Bobby is not allowed. Shay, do not follow me. Crazy, do not follow me. Bobby, everybody's saying Bobby now. Guys, Bobby's so chill. Why would you say that? You guys are supposed to say Bobby is not allowed. Everybody's saying Bobby's allowed. Why is everybody saying Bobby's allowed? You guys are doing the opposite of what I'm telling you. You guys are doing, oh my gosh, Bryce wants to bring SpongeBob again. Bryce wants to bring SpongeBob again. Why have you brought him twice now? Guys, I wish I could see how close we are to the top 100. I wish I could see how close we are to the top 100. Guys, we've got to be so close. We have got to be so close. How close are we? Oh my, I can't even see. I can't even see how close we are to the top 100. But we have got to be getting closer and closer and closer, guys. We started this class off in the top 80% of our league. We're all the way down to the top 10%. Stop saying Bobby is allowed. You guys, somebody just said Bobby's not allowed. Thank you for saying that. Listen to the teacher. Yeah, you guys, you know what? Some of you are actually being decent. Some of you guys are being decent in my classroom. Everybody else who's saying Bobby's allowed, you guys are not. You guys are awful students. You guys are making Hypnotic be worse and worse. Guys, Hypnotic is getting close. Hypnotic is getting close to their performance that they did yesterday. Stop saying Bobby's allowed. You ate Bobby. All right, that means Bobby can't come in anymore. If somebody ate Bobby, that means Bobby cannot come into my classroom anymore. Guys, there's no class pets allowed. If I have to say that one more time, I'm going to lose it. How many times do I have to say no whales, no jellyfish, no dinos, no Pegasus, literally no nothing, no lions? Bryce, you're lucky that wasn't a hat or glasses. That would have been another month of in-school suspension. Guys, Bryce is still the... There's no... How is Bobby in here again? Somebody literally just said they ate Bobby and Bobby's back in here. Bobby is back in here. Why would you... I've spent the past 30 seconds saying that Bobby is not allowed and you just brought him back in. How many times is Bobby going to come into my classroom, guys? Bobby is not allowed in this classroom. You brought him in 4 times. Bobby cannot even fit. Look right here. Look right here, Hypnotic. Do you think Bobby can fit here? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Bobby cannot fit in this classroom. So stop trying to bring Bobby. Stop trying to bring Bobby, guys. Yo, he can't. He literally can't. Look right here. Look right here. Bobby cannot fit in this classroom. This is actually insane. This is actually insane. Guys, we need to get Nick back in here too. We need to get... Now Bryce, you've got to be kidding me. Now Bryce, you know what? Oh my God, Bryce, there's no way you're competing with Hypnotic. There is no way you're competing with Hypnotic. Bryce just came in here and sent 2 galaxies in a row. Bryce, you're literally getting close to number 1. You were already competing with Hypnotic. You know what, Bryce? I already give you summer school. Now, not only are you held back 1 year straight, you're held back 2 years straight. You were already held back 2 years straight. You just sent 2 galaxies in a row. You've got to be kidding me. Guys, this is what happens. This is what happens, Bryce. Why would you compete with Hypnotic? Why would you compete with Hypnotic? No Bobby, no, guys, Bobby's not allowed, and there are no galaxies allowed. Oh my. You just got 78 more days detention, Bryce. Bryce, tell me you have learned your lesson. Bryce, tell me you have learned your lesson and that you are done breaking my rules. This is unacceptable. Can Bad Bunny come into my classroom? No. Oh my gosh, now you want to break my dress code. You've got to be kidding me. Guys, Bryce is catching up. Bryce is catching up with Hypnotic for being one of they're number 2 right now. But if they keep this up, they could potentially pass Hypnotic. Guys, I don't know if that's going to be possible, though. Hypnotic has tried to bring Bobby into my classroom 4 times in a row. Again, what are the rules? You know what? Guys, I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't even know what to say anymore about the rules because you guys clearly can't listen to them. You guys clearly cannot listen to the rules. 5 more days for Bryce. Send Bobby. Eric, why are you saying send Bobby? Why are you saying send Bobby, guys? Eric is just encouraging the worst behavior out of every single student in this entire class. Can you bring queso? No, you cannot bring queso. Noah, stop talking in my classroom. Bye. What do you mean bye? Nobody is allowed to leave my classroom until I dismiss you. Mark with 2 days detention, guys. Hypnotic has gone quiet. They haven't said anything in a long time. Hypnotic and Bobby might finally be gone. They might finally be gone. When is recess? What kind of question is that? You think you get recess? That's funny. That is so funny. You guys do not get recess. Guys, we're still top 10%. We are still top 10% of our league. If you guys keep this up, we are going to get on the leaderboard. We are getting closer and closer and closer to getting on the leaderboard for the top 100 people again. That would be 2 days in a row if we do that. That would be absolutely insane, guys. Absolutely insane. You hit somebody in the face. What is wrong with you? Why are you guys trying to hit other students in the face? Who wants KFC or Taco Bell? You can't order either. You can't order either of those. No KFC. No Taco Bell. None of that is allowed in my classroom. You ate half of the wall. What is wrong with you? Liam's that's your first day of detention. Liam's, you literally just joined and you already have a day of detention. Guys, I think Hypnotic and Bryce have both learned their lesson. They might have both learned their lesson. That means we might actually have a decent class from here on out. They might be done, guys. They might officially be done breaking the rules. You know what? Since I think they're both done, since I think both of those students are done and there will not be any more animals brought into my classroom, we're going to do a 30-second countdown. Amber, you are lucky that wasn't hat or glasses. That would have been 1 month in-school suspension for you literally right there. All right, guys, we're going to do 30 seconds. As long as there are no animals brought into my classroom in the next 30 seconds, I will let everybody out early. Starting right now. No animals, and every single person will be dismissed. 2 days detention for Liam. A day detention for Amber. Guys, again, every single day that they just got is a day locked up in my closet with no light, no technology, and all you can eat is paper. Liam with 2 more days detention. Guys, this might be the end of class right here. 20 seconds left. No animals for 20 seconds, and everybody goes home. Amber, you're lucky that was not a real animal. You would have gotten in so much more trouble right there. Guys, Amber used to be one of the worst students of all time, but they've been good for the past, month and a half. Liam's with 2 more days detention. Guys, 15 seconds left. No animals for the next 15 seconds, and I will let every single one of you guys out early. It has to be a real animal that pops up. Liam, you're lucky that wasn't a real animal, but that's still a day of detention. 10 seconds left, guys. No animals for 10 seconds. I'm going to count down from 5 seconds. Right when I hit 0, as long as nobody has brought a real animal that pops up on the screen, I'll let every single one of you guys out early. Starting right now. 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. That is officially the end of class. Saps is in here. Saps, don't even think about breaking my rules. I'm trying to dismiss everybody right now, guys. Nobody brought another animal. That means that class is officially going to be dismissed. Hypnotic again broke more rules than everybody else. They are officially the number 1 worst student in this entire classroom. By far the worst student in this entire classroom. They were already inducted into my Hall of Fame yesterday, but now they're in the legendary category of my Hall of Fame. They have ended 2 days in a row being the #1 worst student. Every single person in here, make sure you follow and turn your notifications on. SAPS, that's a day at attention. Guys, every single one of you, make sure you follow and turn your notifications on. That way you guys know literally right when I go live again. I expect to see each and every one of you guys back here in about 30 to 45 minutes. We're going to have another class. SAPS, I'm literally trying to end class right now, and you're just getting day after day after day of detention. That's 24 straight days that you're literally locked up in my closet. 24 straight days, guys. Can we end class right now? If you guys can go 10 seconds without breaking my rules, I'll end class. I'm literally trying to be nice and let you guys out early, and it's just not happening. It's just not happening. Guys, 10 seconds left. All right, 10 seconds left. As long as nobody breaks my rules, everybody goes home. You ate your homework. What's wrong with you? You peed yourself? Why would you do that? You hate me? Why do you hate me? I'm literally the best teacher of all time. The best teacher of all time. What is wrong with you guys? All right, guys, that's officially going to be it. Again, make sure you follow and turn your notifications on. I expect to see each and every one of you guys back here in about 30 to 45 minutes. If not, you guys are all awful students. I'll see y'all back here soon.